Hi everyone, this is our next assignment. This document is new, it's not in the packet, and it's connected to the assignment. So if you have blank sheets of paper, you can need at least 3. Each sheet should be set up with a small square to draw a sketch of what we're doing with the line title, artist, date, and medium next to it, and then 4 response rectangles. The first rectangle labeled description, the second rectangle labeled analysis, the third rectangle labeled interpretation, and the fourth rectangle labeled judgment. You're going to be writing and responding to artwork today. The other document attached to the assignment is something for you to browse. There are almost 100 pieces of artwork, some that we recognize from our exit tickets, some that are brand new to us, and you're going to find 3 that you like. So you're going to browse the document. There's Keith Haring. Remember Keith Haring in the Snow? Remember Basquiat? The one that hung around the 80s rappers in New York City? And the Wave. We got some familiar pieces in here. Okay? So I'm going to take this Hockney. I love Hockney for my example. He did a lot of 1970s landscapes in Los Angeles, California. A lot of swimming pools and sprinklers. Cool stuff. So then you're going to need to find out all the information that you can for the top part for title, artist, date, and medium, based only on the fact it gave you the last name of the artist. So let's take this over to my computer and bring up the Google homepage and just type in what I have on my paper, you know, the picture. Hockney, you know, it's a painting, so I'm going to give it Google a little bit more help. And that. Oh, there's David Hockney. He looks like a very nice gentleman. Look at him, look at him. Okay, so then we're going to go up to the top and we're going to click on images. And then we're going to look for our sprinkler painting. Does anyone see it yet? You're going to come across fan art, art teacher stuff. There he is again, that sharp dressed man. Ugh, love him. Alright. I think I spy it. I do. Okay. So, click on the image. And comes up over here, click on it again. And there it is in the thumbnail. It's trying to get away from me. A lawn being sprinkled. Oh, it's giving me a lot of information. Let me go get my paperwork. The title for this first one right here is right there underneath the picture. A lawn being sprinkled. Artist is, did I ever find out his first name? I did not. Let me come back to that. Date, 1967. Medium, that's what kind of paint it was made with. This one was made by acrylic on canvas. Let's find out, Dave. I think it's David. What's Hockney's first? Yep, David. So I don't want just the last name I provided. I want a first name. Thank you, Google. That's all we needed you for. Let's slide back. All right, here's that document that's attached. In the classroom, we'll have physical copies, but online you have it as an attachment. So I've got to draw this as a sketch. Try and get as much detail in as you can. Sprinklers are fun. They look like cones or hurricanes, but really they got like these little lines. You see, like when the sprinkler sprinkled the lawn, isn't that just lovely? And there's a little bush over here. Fun fact, I used to make little sketches of all my art history slides in college so I could remember them. This is the days before Google Images. But anyway, I wanted to see your little sketch. Remember, you're doing this for 3 pieces of artwork. Description: list the objects or things you see in the artwork, then list the colors, shapes, and lines and textures. Let's do a line in the middle. So the first thing is the objects or things you see. I see sprinklers. I see a palm tree. I see a fence. I see a shed, grass, bushes, and sky. There's no clouds in the sky. It's a very muted blue. Kind of like an August sky when the night's starting getting cooler and the sky turns bluer. On the next side, I want you to list the colors, shapes, lines, and textures you see. I see a lot of green. I see that late summer blue sky. I see a little gray and a little beige. I see the lines from the sprinkler. And that's about maybe lines in the fence. That's probably on purpose to have lines in the fence and lines in the sprinkler. Analysis. What's the first thing you notice when you look at this work of art? Now that could change for everybody. I noticed the sprinklers first, honestly. How has the artist organized the work by arranging the shapes? To help you look at certain areas of the artwork, do you see movement or patterns? The sprinklers are in a set pattern, and the lines show water. Hopefully your handwriting is better than mine. Next set of squares. What is the work about? What mood or feeling does it seem to be expressed in the artwork? All right, about sprinklers. Let's see. What's the artist trying to tell you? Is there more than one meaning? Now, I got to tell you, the more I think about this, I think it's less about sprinklers and more about the saying, the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. So, you know, there's even a fence there. So at first glance, you think of a warm, late summer day in Los Angeles, someone's beautiful backyard, carefree, 1970s summertime California. And then you start to look at it more and you see the lines in the sprinklers, and then you seem to look at it more and you notice a darker sky, and then you start to notice it more and you think about maybe a saying or a song or a feeling. And in this case, the grass is always greener. What does that mean? The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That means you always kind of appreciate someone's highlight reel, like on social media. If someone looks really good and they're taking a picture of themselves or a video or TikTok, and you watch them and you think, you wish you had their lives, but it's their highlight reel. Or you think another family is better than your family because you think your family has issues, and then you realize that's just how they're portraying themselves. Everyone has problems, and maybe the grass isn't always greener on the other side of the fence. But anyway, that's just interpretation of the sprinkler picture. The last one I'm going to do with this picture and then repeat for 2 other pictures is judgment. Did the artist succeed in creating an interesting work of art? Well, I came with preconceived notion that Hockney's the greatest anyway, so I'm going to say yes. What is your opinion of this work of art? What criteria you use to determine whether artwork's successful? I was going to ask yourself if you like it. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to say yes. It is interesting. And then I want you to say why. So no or yes, and then the word because. And for me, for this piece of artwork, I'm going to say the picture is realistic and the meaning gets to me, inspires me, provokes me, makes me think. Okay, so that's 1 of 3. You still have 2 other times to do it with 2 different pieces of artwork. So what's it going to be? As you scroll the attached document, we have some familiar pieces, some unfamiliar pieces. maybe paintings you've never seen, maybe paintings you have. That's developed not in class, that's in the video. Have a great day. This is due on Friday.